Hey, in this lesson we're gonna start working on the hips and even the leg a little bit. So I created this other edge loop because I like to try to add detail, um, as I go in. Just if there's an area that's low on detail, just add it in there and keep going. Okay, you could see that hand is a little shovel flipper looking thing. That's kind of like the beginning of a hand without a thumb, without fingers. And we're going to build a hand in a separate scene, but a lot of times I like to build it in the same model. So that's one option. But I mainly just put it in there for reference. All right. You can use the merge vertex tool to connect them. Sometimes it doesn't work. And you can also hold down the V key, and that little square in the center of your manipulator will turn into a circle, and you just move it to another vert and it'll snap. V is snap to vert. Alright, so just keep checking out from every angle, even as you have low geometry. Adjust the geometry while it's in a low state, and then all the geometry you put on top of it will start to look better. Okay, so right now she's got no butt. I'm going to have to solve that. And there's a triangle in the front. So we're going to insert an edge loop here. A little bit lower than midway. And then we'll take that, the top of the thigh, and tuck it back in. And just kind of follow along with our drawing, or a little roadmap that we built for ourselves. Now we could try to put an edge loop right here, but we kind of can't because it won't create an edge loop because there's that top edge in the way. So we're going to get rid of that edge. In other words, you can only make edge loops through four-sided polys, and now sometimes Maya will make exceptions and make them through five-sided polys. But for them, generally they don't work through five-sided polys, so you have to create a bunch of quads. Okay, and line that vert up kind of with where the hip is at. It's going to be, we can get a surprising amount of realism just out of a few simple, cuts, as you'll see in a second. So we're getting rid of that triangle. We're going to move that triangle away. For now, we want to make this area, since it deforms a lot, during runs and walks and stuff, we want to make it a little more quad based. So there's a quad, and we're going to make another quad in the center. There we go. And we'll just leave that as a triangle for now. And then later on we'll go in and clean it up. For now it's okay. Okay, so the legs, they kind of, see how it's just a straight line right now? The legs should be kind of tucked into the hips, kind of going out of the hips in a forward diagonal direction, and the belly should be tucking down and under in between the legs. So they're kind of crisscrossing over each other if you look at it from the side. And you'll be able to see that in a second. We're going to add some more detail to the leg. Just because without that detail you can't get the crease under the butt isn't going to work in the smooth view. So there's already something convincing about that. There's not a lot of detail, but kind of looks right. Okay, so just keep looking at it and seeing if there's anything wrong. All right, we're going to add some more detail to the leg here. And try and just line it up to our image plane. Right now our leg is only 6-sided, and that's good. That's the way I like to keep it. So in the next lesson we're going to go into more detail with the leg.